You are listening to episode 49 of the Peaceful Mind Podcast. Welcome to the Peaceful Mind Podcast, a place for creating the peace of mind you need to be the best mom you are created by God to be. If you want to bring more balance, more joy, and more peace to your motherhood, this is the place for you. I'm your host, certified life coach and Catholic mom, Danielle Teno. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, let's get started. Hey there, everyone. How's it going? Thank you for spending your precious time with me today. I'm so very glad that you are here. And since you are, I'm assuming that you are after what I am after every day. And that is a peaceful mind, right? Yeah, I mean, a life when you are at peace, it's just the best. And contrary to what many believe, having a peaceful mind is still available to you. Even if you have 12 kids, like my grandmother did, or if you are working full-time or not, or if you're struggling with a natural disaster like a tornado or a flood, conflict in your marriage, your house needs a total makeover, you're not just at your ideal weight, all of it doesn't have to impact you creating peace in your life, because peace does not come from anything outside of you. There's you and your physical body, and then there's everything external of your body, none of that, which includes any other person, the number in your bank account, what the weather is like, none of it has to affect your peace, because peace is generated from the inside. Everything inside your body, and most particularly your mind, your brain, your magnificent brain. And so today we're going to look at how our inside internal life, where our human part of creation starts, which then directly affects your external world, your external life, what's happening outside of you. Hence the phrase for the title of today's podcast, From the Inside Out. Because when my clients come to me, they are usually bringing me an external problem, anywhere from my business isn't making the money that I want to I don't know how to get a handle on my anger and frustration, but I can't seem to do it, or I want my husband to be able to help me do more things around the house, or I can't stop eating these cookies and candy, etc. Like all of the things. And all of those things are happening on the outside of them. But as a coach, I know that what first needs to change has to come from the inside. And when you take a look at, question, reorganize, deliberately decide on purpose what to think and believe and focus your mind on the inside, then what happens is on the outside then begins to align with it. And it's directly affected by it. And this is just so fun to know and so exciting, really, for making changes and creating what you want in your life. Because that means everything you really want to change doesn't require you to change anyone else to make that happen, or anything. Only yourself, which I'm happy to report is completely in your control. So with that in mind, I titled today's episode, Faithful from the Inside Out. And what I want you to have peace around today is the level of faith you have in yourself. Where is that level right now? And how can you deepen it? What is your internal dialogue that you have with yourself? Is it critical or loving? Do you question your abilities, or do you go straight to loving yourself, knowing you are human and make mistakes and you can move forward and do the things that you set out to do? This is so important to stop and reflect on. Faith in yourself comes from the internal life you build about yourself. And it's imperative that you have your own back, especially when you mess up, so you don't spiral off into like a week of guilt or overeating or whatever happens when you just are not controlling what you think and believe and have faith in yourself about. So how much faith do you have in you? Now, faith in anything means belief. It means a firm persuasion, an assurance, a firm conviction, like faithfulness. Faith is confidence in what we hope for. And then for any of us who are people of faith and believe in God, it is an assurance that the Lord is working, even though we cannot see it. Faith knows that no matter what the situation is that's going on in our lives or someone else's life, but that the Lord is working in it and through it. You will see the results in your life start to sprout when you first order your internal thoughts. So, for example, have you put the negative parts of your past behind you? That's a great place to start to deepen faithfulness within. Because from there, you can then purposely start having a deep conviction that you are capable and strong and deserving of the change you want to see. And be the mom you want to be and have the experience you dream to experience during this human life. And just live and do the things you want to do. How you show up to navigate through the challenges of your mom life will be reflected as an after effect of how you think and feel about yourself, and to the level of how much faithfulness you have in yourself. So each morning when the sun rises anew, you have the opportunity, you have the chance to say yes to yourself, no matter how you may have failed yesterday. Faith in ourselves doesn't rely on what we have racked up in our past as evidence. And it doesn't, whatever happened in your past is not the new evidence that how your future is going to be. That's up to you. And what you're thinking and feeling about yourself right now directly impacts the future. But it's faith that each morning, as our eyes open to a new day, to create ourselves anew, to try again, to return to the thoughts that I am capable, I am worthy, I am loved, and that I can do hard things and I can reach my goals and I can change my life if I want to, and I can actually enjoy my life. In fact, it is your right to live an abundant, prosperous, joyous, and peaceful life. So there, you have the power, right in that new day, you have the power to ask yourself, what do I want to create today that I haven't already? Or what do I want to create more of that I do have? I know God will help me if I ask, but knowing that I still have to take action myself and do my part, right? Each day, what is it that you want to do that you haven't tried already? What is it that you want to change that you don't want to continue to have in your life? That with the building of faith within yourself, that you would then be able to get going doing. Remember, it's not the outside evidence of your faithfulness that spurs you to be more faithful, whether be to God, to someone else, or to yourself. It's the inside life you create that is the first step. If you are a mom who needs and wants to tell yourself a different story, to drop the self-criticism, to drop self-doubt, to drop all the negative internal dialogue that is keeping you stuck from your full potential, that includes living a joyous, balanced, and peaceful life, then get on a call with me and let's get you some help to finally raise this level of faithfulness. And let's do it from the inside out. Because when you do, I promise you will begin to see what you are capable of creating in a way you have never known before. Okay, mamas, let me know if this resonated with you. Message me on Instagram at Danielle Teno Coaching. Facebook is also Danielle Teno Coaching. And in the show notes or my website, you'll see the link to sign up for a free discovery call. Peace be with you always. And I'll talk to you again next week, where next week will be the 50th episode of the Peaceful Mind Podcast. Okay, until then, peace be with you always. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Peaceful Mind Podcast. Are you ready to take everything I teach you here and put it to work for your own life? To really learn how to have peace of mind no matter what is happening around you? If so, I'd love to have you as a client. As your coach, this is where you'll get personal and focused time on your own mind, using life coaching tools, concepts, and proven life-transforming wisdom, all through a faith-filled lens. To learn more about how we can work together, come on over to DanielleTeno.com. There, you'll see how to sign up for a free coaching consult and learn how to get started. Until next time, peace be with you always.